What's going on, guys? Uncle Lee, bullgearrc videos. So, yeah, last time up I gave this thing, this is a little metal utility trailer that was sent to me, and I unboxed it, and I really wasn't happy with what I found. Basically, the two issues are, number one, the biggest issue is that we don't have enough threads sticking through the wheel to put a nut on it. And number two, if you can see, the wheel's not centered. So these are the two main issues I have with this thing, guys. And well, we're going to see today what we can do to fix it, because all in all, it's a solid little metal trailer, and I like to have it so I can use it. So this is what I found in looking at it a little bit, guys. Now these are the hexes that came with this trailer, and pretty good looking hexes, like the color, and this is about how thick they are. So as you can see, we have very little thread sticking past the hex when the hex is installed. And I've seen in the comments, did I have the pin seated into the slot? Well, yes, we got that seated in there quite well, actually. So my first idea, guys, was to dig into my junk box, and this is the one that was sent with the trailer, and this is one from one of the old axials. So as we can see, it's quite a bit thinner, so that should give me more threads. So anyhow, I went ahead and we installed one on this side. As you can see, quite a bit thinner, and we got quite a bit more thread sticking out. So when we install this one, now we have some thread sticking out past the wheel, and let's see here. Now we can start a nut on here. However, even though we can get it started, it's still only about halfway through the nut, even with the thinner hex. But it is, at least enough to hold the tire on. So I can live with that. I would rather it come into the locking part of the nut, so we know that it's going to stay put. But at least now I can put a tire on here and have a usable trailer. And so anyway, next I'm gonna take this tire back off, because we're gonna do some more work to this thing. I think I figured out why our frame, or our axle, is off center as well. So what we have here, guys, if we look at the front part of this frame, it's pretty long compared to the back part of the frame. So when we look inside, the spacing between all the little screws looks to be the same. So I'm thinking what they did was they actually installed the frame rails backwards, and that kind of makes sense to me as well, because here we have a little indent, and here we can see, but right here there's a gap between the trailer bed and this front shackle mount, and that looks to be about the same distance as this indentation that we have in the frame rail back here. So I'm assuming that what they did was put these frame rails in backwards. So yeah, we're gonna have to take the springs off, take the axle out, turn the frame rails around and put it back together. And once this is done, we should have a trailer that we can actually use. So let me get into that and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so now what I did, I found that not only were the frame rails installed backwards, they were installed on the wrong sides. They're inverted, so they have these little tabs that go to the inside. So they were installed backwards and on the wrong sides of the trailer bed. So once we got those installed correctly, now we have our wheels centered up. Since we put the thinner hexes in, we got wheels that will stay on. They're not all the way through, but you know, it'll stay on there. So yeah, now I can at least kind of use it in some of my videos or something. And it's like I said, the rest of the trailers, it's a solid little trailer, guys. I mean, you know, nice little metal trailer, got a little weight to it. But yeah, so there's that. We got it fixed up, and that's what it took to fix it up, guys. So you know, I had a couple people that seemed to be upset with me because I gave this thing a negative review, but I reviewed it as it came out of the box. I showed you what I got and in the condition that I got it in. Now, I could have off camera went ahead and put some thinner wheel hexes in here, moved the frame rails around to where they're supposed to be, so this thing was in condition to show you how it should be. But that's not how I do things here at bullgearrc videos. It don't go down like that. I'm going to show you, if somebody sends me something for a review, I'm going to show it to you how I get it, guys. And that's just the way it is. Now, speaking of people sending me something, check this out over here. Not the truck, but this cool little stand that the truck is on. Yes, sir. That comes from me, from James over at Jim's Garage. He designed this, 3D printed it up. You know, I had him print me up some stuff off of, I think it was Shapeways. It might have been somewhere else. But some little modification parts for the SCX24 that we're going to be doing here pretty soon. And yeah, he sent me some little scale stuff that he prints out, some little frying pans and little traction stuff, and little Coleman coolers and whatnot and so forth. But anyway, yeah, if you're interested in one of these neat little stands for your SCX24, you know, Jim might be the kind of guy that'll print you up one. So I'm going to put a link in the description below in case you might want one of these. And until next time, old Uncle Lee, bullgearrc video saying, I'll see ya.